you guys are shining examples of people who are trying it. Have you all been doing this for a long time? 1 month? 2 months? 3 months? Nah, I have no response. No one dares to speak up. Okay, guys, in my workshops, okay, in my seminars, you got to speak up. Okay, I totally welcome that loud, get off the stage kind of comments from the audience. Okay, it makes me feel much more comfortable, and I will get off. Okay, so I want to interact with you guys. So if you can help me out by being as responsive as possible, that'll be totally appreciated. And I'm going to start my content proper. Okay, would you like that? Would you like me to start my content? Or would you like me to just start jabbering? No, right? Okay, frankly speaking, I can't stand the sound of my own voice as well. Okay, tonight, okay, I have a threefold objective that I want to accomplish over here. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to show you how to generate as much money on the internet as quickly as humanly possible. Does that sound good to you? Yes? Okay, sounds rather hypey, right? Okay. Number two, I want to restore the highest level of autonomy possible into your life. Okay, and number three, I want to give you the ability to generate internet money on demand. Okay, so these are all the three objectives that I want to accomplish tonight. Sounds like a huge task. Okay, so let's just go on with the first task. I want to show you how much money you can possibly make. Okay, this is a screenshot, okay, of the typical work month. Okay, this is a 2-week period. This is $29,470 in 14 days. Okay, would you like to be earning that kind of money? Yes? Okay, this is USD, okay, that's the currency of the internet, okay. Now, I gave you this screen over here because I want to show you what I was making in early 2004. Okay, now it's 2007, I'm an old man right now, okay. I've been doing this for quite a while, okay. I've been fooling around since my college days. Okay, this is the kind of money I have been making since 2004, so you can be assured that it's not some newbie who's standing on stage trying to teach you a thing or two. I'm not a one-trick pony, okay. Move on. Okay, this is $123,962.47. Okay, I think it should be enough to make a down payment for HDB flat in a month. Okay, move on. How about 2 months? This is January to February 2006. Okay, $503,601.50. Okay. Have you ever imagined, if I haven't shown you these screenshots, would you imagine that it's possible to earn this kind of money? It seems rather obscene, right? Okay, you got to get over with it. You got to get over it. Okay, when you start making this kind of money, you got to get over it. And, you know, if you don't do that, you find it pretty hard to sleep at night because it's rather obscene, as I said. Okay, so let's just move on. Okay, are you guys convinced that it's possible to make huge amounts of money that's almost obscene on the internet? Convinced? No, not convinced. Until you do it for yourself, right? Okay, but those are my statistics, okay? I don't care about you. Okay, now, so that's my first objective. I've shown you how it is possible to make as much money as humanly possible on the internet. Okay, this is where your father has to tell you, if you don't work hard, you have no money to eat, okay? You can still just work a little bit and still have money to eat. Okay, that's the new information age saying. Okay, let's just move on over here. Okay, now, with regards to my third objective, okay, I talked about internet money on demand. Are you guys familiar with the concept internet money on demand? Might have heard of it because I always boast about this. Okay, now, internet money on demand is the coolest concept, okay, that's made available with the internet. Okay, it literally transforms your PC into an ATM. You just push a button and the money comes out. Okay, that's what I would like to think. Okay, but it's pretty close to that. Okay, how many of you would like to buy a new car? All right, but you have some problem with the down payment. Okay, now traditionally in our society we are forced to save and save and save and save and save until we have enough money to buy something that we like. Okay, now on the internet, okay, it's totally different. You just need to think of something that will allow you to make the X amount of dollars of money, and you can make it in a very, very short period of time. Okay, that's the nature of this business. This is the best part of the business. This is why I absolutely love this business, because you can just, if you have a need, a pressing need, for instance, to buy a new car, you can just think of something, and within the next 2 days, you will have the money ready for you to make that down payment. Okay, that's the beauty of the business. Some of you will probably think, bullshit, okay? Let me show you how how true it can possibly be.
It's called How to Build a Large Mailing List That'll Become Your Own ATM Machine. See, these computers, these things called computers, they're not computers to me. These are ATM machines, and they spit out cash, and that's what they're supposed to be doing. And that's the way I look at it. And actually, let me just show you something here. If I escape this, and I get on here, I mean, well, if I started this computer back up, you might not be able to see it, but if I started this computer, actually right here, see, look up here, see that name right there? It says ATM machine. It really is my ATM machine. I'm not, you know, I call, this computer is called the ATM machine. I have another computer at home. I call it the cash flow generator. I have another computer at home. I mean, I name them all, something has to do with money. So, because that's what they are for me. I don't know really how to use the computer that much, but I do know how to push the little E or the Internet Explorer, get online, and send out emails. And that's how I make a lot of money, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So before we get started, I want to share with you guys some things here. And let me empty out my pockets. There's my wallet. Okay, so here we go. This is my girls. These are my girls. They're at home right now. This is my daughter, Madison, right here on the closest to us. She's about 18 months now. So that's Madison. That's Taylor. She just turned 10 years old. And this is my new son. My new addition to my family. This is my son that I was telling you guys about. And that's him right there. I just wanted to share with you guys. And actually, I don't have a picture. I thought I had a picture with my wife in there. But I have the whole half picture of my family in the other one. But that's my family, just so you guys know. Before we get in here, I'll just tell you, I'm a marketer that loves to make a lot of money sitting on my butt. And that's what this whole internet's all about. And that's what I'm sharing with you guys, is how you can make a lot of money sitting on your butt. Now let's talk about this. Here's some few commitments I want to make with you guys today. These are a few commitments I want to make. First commitment is this. You're going to be better off at the end of this presentation than you were when we first started. Point blank period. You're going to be better off at the end of this presentation than you were when we first started. Now, also, I'm going to come from a place that if my business vanished, if I lost everything that I had and had to start all over again, what would I do? And this is exactly how I made my first $1 million online, without even having my own product. But plus, I'm going to show you guys one of my 12 merchant accounts to prove to you guys I know what the heck I'm talking about. So I'll show you guys that. Here's another thing. Number 3 is this. Next 11 of you action takers are going to have an opportunity to get your hands on this system and implement it to explode your income to 6 or 7-digit level this year. And you're going to be able to do it in a short period of time. Now, here's one question everybody always asks me. Before we get going, everybody always asks me this question. Matt, why are you competent to offer this powerful lead generation system? Well, number 1 is this. I make money using this system I'm going to share with you guys, and so do my clients. I've got 12-year-old kids that are making $10,000 a month, US, in using this system. Also, you know, I have people. I have one guy that I was working with. He does things online. I think he's probably 85 years old, using the system, making money. And that's the cool thing. It doesn't matter. I have all walks of life that are making money with this system. I have tested the system, and it's a redefined system. So this is one of those systems. I've tested it. It's redefined from there. And plus, because of my technical engineering background, I did go to college. I got a technical engineering degree, and I also got a degree in marketing. And so I graduated a little early because of a challenge with my parents. I graduated high school really low. No school would accept me. I sent my resume or my application into all these schools. Nobody said yes to me. So I ended up going to some small school in Alabama. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but it's like no man's land. And I went to school there, and I also got my technical engineering degree and stuff like that. But the great thing is, that stuff, it took me years trying to get that crap out of my head. Everything they taught me in school never taught me anything to make money. Notes, here's where you want to take notes. So start writing this down. There's 4 different types of websites I use. So these are the 4 different types of websites that I personally use. The first site that I personally use is called a branding site. I'll show you what it looks like here in a sec. A branding site. The second type of site that I use is called a sales letter site. A sales letter site. The third one is called a blog. A blog, we'll go over that in a sec. And the fourth one is a power squeeze page. A power squeeze page. These are the 4 different types of sites that I personally use on a day-to-day basis, and I'll show you guys more in them. But out of all of them, there's one that's the absolute most important. I'll share with you what that is. So here's an example of a branding site. This is a branding site that I have. This site brands me as an individual. This is powerfulpromoter.com. It brands me as an individual on there, so it just brands. Now, the one thing is, you can have one that brands you if you're an author, speaker, coach, or consultant. You might want to brand yourself. But if you've got a business, then here's one that I have. This is one of my marketing companies. And this company right here, this brands my company. So it's a site that brands my company. Now, so those are the two different types of branding sites you can have, one for your personal and one for your business. And then here's an example of a sales letter. This is a sales letter site that I have, that I sell. This is actually done by Mike Stewart, with me and Mike Stewart, the internet audio guy. And this is the site. Now, on this site, you'll notice that there's different places for people to click. And you'll see it says, get it now, frequently asked questions, and rave reviews. When people click on frequently asked questions, they move down the page. They never leave off the page. When people click on rave